the Powertac Watchdog. Let's check this thing out.
Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids. Today we're looking at a new flashlight from Powertac. This is the Watchdog OD-XLT. As you can see, it does come with this nice case. When you open it up inside, you're going to get some paperwork from Powertac. You're going to get the light. You're going to get the proprietary charging cord, which is going to plug directly into an outlet at your house. You're also going to get this shoulder strap to carry the light, since it is quite a large flashlight. All right, so in that little packet of paperwork, you're going to get an extra O-ring, your instruction manual, a reminder to remove the little piece of film so the battery connection can happen, 2 Powertac stickers, and then your product registration. So in the instructions, you're going to get this full rundown of everything about the light, which I really like. So you've got your description of LEDs, your battery type, which is two 32650s, and they are 6500 milliamp hour batteries. Your size for your length is 267.3 millimeters, your bezel diameter 80 millimeters, your body diameter 37.4 millimeters, and your weight with the battery 888 grams. And of course, as you're seeing on the bottom of the screen, I've listed all those things in inches and also ounces as well. Next up here we have output and runtime. So you can see with the white focus light, the Firefly is 10 lumens for 14 days, your low 160 lumens for 28.4 hours. Your medium, 760 lumens for 5.32 hours. Your high is 2300 lumens for 2.96 hours. And your strobe is 2300 lumens for 6 hours. Then you have an SOS as well. That's going to be 2300 lumens for 6 hours. Then you have your color diffuse light. And obviously you'll see what that looks like in a minute. But we've got our white, which is 180 lumens for 12 hours. Our red, which is 50 lumens. And that is going to be for 14 hours. Your green, which is 140 lumens for 12 hours, and your blue, which is 30 lumens for 12 hours. As far as charging up the light, obviously this is just going to plug into your wall, and then this is magnetic, and it's going to attach to the end of the flashlight, and then you're going to charge it up. So right here in your wall charger, you have a little light, and when that's red, it means it's charging, and when it's blue, it means it's fully charged.
All right, let's talk about function real quick. So you can see you have those two buttons. The top one says W, the bottom one says C. So depending on which one you press first, the other button is going to be basically your cycle of different outputs, right? So I'm gonna press the W button. So press that and it comes on, as you can see. Now I'm gonna press the C button and it's gonna go up in Lumen output, higher, higher. It's gonna eventually go to SOS here. Then it's gonna go to strobe, so strobe warning. And then back down to the lowest. So that's gonna cycle through. And I'm gonna press the W button again and it's gonna go off. Now if I press the other button, the C button, now it's going to come on and it's going to be the flood option. So you can see it's basically the ring of lights around the edge as opposed to the LED, the light that's kind of inside. Now when I press the W button, it's going to cycle through. So it's going to give me the different colors, the flashing options. So now I'm cycling through. There's your flashing option, red, green, UV, and back to the white flood, and then press this one again and off. So you know, basically you've got a flood option, which is going to light up the ring and then give you the colors. And then you have the spotlight option, which is going to light up the inner light and then increase your output. So just a quick rundown there on how it actually functions. All right, quick look here at the shoulder strap. So there's your 2 attachment points right there. As soon as you attach it, it is going to scrape the paint off the hooks a little bit, but no big deal. And then obviously you just, throw it over your shoulder like this if you want to carry it. And then if it's like this, you obviously can, basically just turn it on like so. And then if you want to make the shoulder strap longer, you're going to adjust it. You can throw it completely over your head if you want to do that. So you go like this. If you want to carry it on your back, maybe like so.
All right guys, we're outside. We're about 50 feet away from a fence, and we're gonna start off with what they call the focused light. So this is basically your light to throw, illumination out into the night as opposed to your floodlight. So we'll start off at 10 lumens, looking at the fence. So that's 10 lumens, and at 50 feet away, I mean, you could definitely pick it up on the fence quite nicely. And I could see probably, maybe a third of the entire fence from end to end there. Let's go up to the next level, 160. Definitely putting out some nice light. So you can see the importance of the build of a light here. So 160 lumens at 50 feet from the fence, But then I'm shining it at the kids' playground out there behind or the play set out there in the backyard, which is probably 90 feet away, 100 feet away, a little bit more, and picking it up nicely at a very low output, not even 200 lumens. Let's go up to the next setting, which is 760. So there's 760, obviously starting to kind of blind the camera. Just shine it up here. I mean, you could definitely see you can see the kids place it out there, and definitely off into the woods as well. Hotter center does have some spill out from there, but certainly it's going to be made to be throwing light out into the night. All right, we'll go up to the 2300 here. I mean, that is a lot of light, and it's really throwing nicely. Look up into the trees a little bit here. Let me zoom in on the playset. I mean, 2300 lumens at 150 feet. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. All right, we'll go to SOS here. So there's that. Let's go to strobe now. So there's your strobe feature, and let's turn it off. All right, now we're going to the flood setting with 180 lumens. This is the white output. It's obviously not getting that hot center shining light on the fence out there. I'm holding it up. Oh, you can see I'm holding it out here in front. I mean, you can definitely see the side yard just fine for the entire thing, basically, but not super. Not like I'm getting a ton of light. So definitely, if someone was coming around the corner of the fence over there, I'd want to switch off to the spotlight setting, which is this. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely see a ton better. Let's test out the spotlight again. We're about 70 feet away from my cars over in the driveway, and we're going to run through the different settings on the spotlight option. So there's your lowest setting. I could definitely, with the human eye, I could definitely see just fine with this. There's your next setting. And on this setting, I could see all the way to the garbage cans over there, and then all the way, basically to the end of the white car there. There's your next setting. I mean, just a ton of light coming out here. Strobe coming up here after the SOS. So first SOS. And now strobe here. All right, now I'm going to step out in the yard and shine the floodlight back at you to show you that, and then also show you the different color options here. Alright guys, I'm out driving around in my car through the woods, just doing some spotting with the Watchdog here. So let's take a look off into the distance, see what we can see into the pretty thick woods here in New Hampshire. So there's your lowest setting, and we'll just work our way up here. So what I'll tell you is that as far as I can see into the woods, this thing is given a nice amount of light. I mean, when the woods get really thick back there, I can't see beyond that, but as far as the light is throwing, it's pretty impressive, even down at the lower settings. Like I would say this third setting here, still a nice amount of light. All right, taking a look across a pond right in front of me. Very tight beam there. Lowest setting, let's go up one. Let's go up to the third highest. Yeah, I mean, you can see the other side, and that is a good distance away. I'm just ballparking it here. That's probably, I mean, if that's 50 yards, 75 yards. And now let's go to the highest setting. All right, so I'm sitting in my car now, and here's what the low beams look like, or the regular beams look like, and then here's the high beams. So that's looking down this dirt road and then starting to go up the next hill. Now let's try the Watchdog out the window and see what that looks like. So as you can see, that beam goes all the way up around the bend, whereas the high beams from the car probably stopped down about here. So definitely getting some nice throw with this light. Spotting a goose out here on the pond, or a couple of them. Yeah, 2 geese out here on the pond with the Watchdog. Spotting a deer looking right back at me. And there's some more eyes up in the woods up there. And there's some back farther in the woods too. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up here talking about the Watchdog. On a side note, if you see snow in the background, this is New England. It is like mid-April, and we got snow today. Today's the 17th, I think. So, crazy New England. But anyhow, Watchdog, OD-XLT. This thing is a thrower. This thing is made to launch light out into the night. The flood feature is a great option for when you're just kind of moving around, in a smaller area. You've got multiple lights, and they have different functionalities as far as, the red light is going to save your night vision. The blue light is going to be looking for fluids and things like that. But primarily I look at this and I say this thing is a thrower. Now also, in my opinion, this is not a light that you're like, I'll just pick one up and maybe I'll use it every once in a while. This is a light you're going to purchase if you're looking for something to really punch light out into the night, because you're going to be using it for spotting different things, searching for different things. Price point for this on their website is about $309, but with the code EDTV20. Hey, quick interruption here. I just heard back from Powertac. Use the code EDTV40 to save 40% off. Save 40% off. Use the code EDTV40. It's an investment. Powertac makes high-test, long-lasting gear. The other thing I'll tell you is that one thing that they've done with their technology is that when you put this on that 2300 lumen output, it's not going to run for 3 minutes and then drop down. It's going to run for 2300 lumens for the full duration of its time. So their technology allows them to do that, and so it's not 2300 lumens, but really, 900, because after 2 minutes it drops down. It's going to run for a long time. I've used a bunch of different Powertac lights over the years, and they have functioned well, and they are extremely durable. I'll put a link at the end of this video to a test that I put the Powertac Warrior through a while ago. I mean, I ran over it with a car, I threw it out the window, I shot it with a shotgun. I mean, I really, and that thing kept working. So the Powertac Watchdog OD-XLT, serious light for people who really need
a strong, powerful light to punch out into the night. So let's hear your thoughts and your feedback. Let's hear your thoughts and your feedback also on Powertac lights in general. If you've used them, I like these guys. You're going to see more work with these guys in the future on the Everyday Tactical Vids channel. With that said, thanks as always for checking out the videos here on YouTube. Please subscribe to Everyday Tactical Vids if you haven't done so already. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check us out on Instagram, Tumblr, and Vero as well. More videos coming soon. Take care.